At school, Jordan's always had a lot of trouble with reading, spelling, just general learning. He was always in learning support. We took him to lots of speech therapists, occupational therapists, well up until he was 12 years old, and then he just had enough. I put him in high school and he was in learning support. Didn't get that much help from the learning support program. The school, I don't know, just doesn't have enough to help the kids, I think. And then I just knew that school wasn't for Jordan, so I had to look for something else to guide him somewhere in life so he could have a career.
We decided that the best thing for Jordan was to have him come to the workshop and work for us. Michelle had been involved in getting Jordan signed up as an apprentice, and we needed a training recruitment company or training RTO outfit.
I rang the Department of Education, I thought it was, had to jump through lots of hoops to get to the stage where they would let such a young person come on as an apprentice. Then I chose my training organisation, which was Axel. Then they referred me to Planning for Life.
Our role is to work with TAFE and training providers to support people in a traineeship or an apprenticeship who find it difficult to do the theory component. So we work on numeracy and literacy skills. We support them to do their modules of their certificate.
When Dick came and helped me do my training, I didn't know if it would help at first, but then when I started getting through the books and it was actually a help, and I could see I was improving, it was a good help to have him there to help me do it.
So we support them in their reading, their comprehension, writing and general life skills. We then concentrate on how it relates to their workplace and how they have those transferable skills from theory to practical.
I think Jordan was allocated 3 hours a week tutoring and mentoring, and he had that the whole time through the apprenticeship. I mean, Jordan couldn't have done it without that help.
Jordan required lots and lots of math skills, from foundation skills, from the things he should have learnt as a little boy, 6 and 7 at school, and wasn't able to. So his basic maths, his basic English, spelling, comprehension, all of those things were taught over the years that Dick was with him.
We look at their requirements, whether they need support in maths or literacy or budgeting, life skills. We look at that side of it. We also look at the module side of it that Axial gave us, which laid out the course that Jordan was going to do with his welding certificate and his sheet metal certificate.
Yeah, well, I like doing all the work in the workshop, but the hardest part I found was there were so many books you had to do to do the job that you had to do. So, but we got through it with the help of Dick. So,
and I went back to the old system, how I was taught. Wrote. You repeated it and you repeated it and you repeated it until he was sick of it. I was sick of it, but he still remembers it. And when we first started, I thought this is a mission impossible. But it wasn't long before he could just go through his whole tables system. And you've got to understand that some of these students have come from fairly traumatic backgrounds where there have been family problems or school problems. And you've got to be able to push that aside, overcome, build their confidence that you're there to make a difference. So you gain their trust. And once you've got their trust and you've got their interest, it's then a very simple process.
Jordan's always been an outside kid, never an indoor computer sort of kid, always wants to be out there doing something, loves working. He's been helping around the shed from when he was 10 years old or even younger. So he's just a hands-on learner, and I think that we made the right decision taking him out of school.
The transformation in our young people is incredible. The self-esteem, the confidence that they gain, it's something to see. It's really awesome.
He's certainly flourished.
He's a completely different young man. When he came to us, his numeracy and literacy, although he was 14, was probably that of a grade 1 or a 5-year-old, 5-6-year-old. And over the years and that constant working each week and that trust, he's now on par with anybody his age. And you know, he's learnt algebra, very high level maths, because he needed that for engineering. So it's testament to what tutoring can do.
He's qualified in 2 trades already, so he's a qualified boilermaker, and then he went back and did sheet metal work.
Yeah, he was like one of the team. He was like the youngest. He's always been the youngest here. But yeah, he was one of the team. So yeah, he fitted in well.
Tutoring and mentoring with Planning for Life and EPIC is much more lucid. You keep your sanity. You've got better kids and you've got kids that require help. And most of them are screaming out for help. And you feel as though you're achieving something that's worthwhile.